Feel the wind picking up with Snyder and JT. Scopes on the turf where the next legends will be. Big college games light the sky with pride. We're breaking down every move from every side. A draft storm is coming, you can feel the rush. Sports 5, I'll got you covered, no need to hush. No better place to find your NFL draft prospects. Ride the whirlwind with insight you can't neglect. Player of the week spotlight steals the show. Underdog upsets make the headlines grow. We scout every snap, every breakout star. Turning raw talent into futures that soar far. Snyder's got his beer and his opinion runs loud. Check our top 25 draft storm is here, no fear. We'll take the wheel and steer through the fiercest phrase. Fueling our draft storm with the passion we make. From campus turf to stadium roar, we separate the signal from the lore. In the swirl of rumors, we speak the truth. Tune in now, draft storm's your proof. Draft storm is coming, you can feel the rush. Sports 5, I'll got you covered, no need to hush. No better place to find your NFL draft prospects. Draft prospects. Ride the whirlwind with insight you can't neglect. Draft ride the whirlwind with insight you can't neglect. Growth of it, Josh Yokai. If it weren't for sports, how would we survive?
All right, we're going to cut this song a little short tonight. Welcome to Draft Storm Special Edition. We got our 1 through 16 mock draft. So I know a lot of you out there are into the NFL draft. I've even seen a couple of you guys out there doing your own mocks to see how close we are to what you took. Of course, I'm going to tell you guys flat out that whatever we pick here is going to be trades that go in before the draft. You know how that happens. So there's already been one trade after we did this mock. We had to change one of the picks here later on in the draft. But before we get going, I got a new sponsor. That's not it right there. The new sponsor is Saloni's Bread. I've been lucky enough to work for them. They checked out the website. They liked the website. They offered to do a little bit of sponsoring. It's a great thing for Sports Bible because Saloni's is the GOAT when it comes to bread. If you've never had a Saloni's hoagie or bun, whatever, bagel, I'm telling you, they make things I didn't even know they made before I started there. They have Pascha bread now for Easter. So a lot of good stuff for you guys out there. If you get a chance, grab yourself a pack of Saloni's bread. One of my new sponsors. Very proud to have Saloni's on board. Another guy that I sometimes is proud of, it's Snyder. How you doing, Schneiders?
Pride takes a dip on that one, huh?
Nah. So, Snyder, we are now into April, which means we are in draft month, which is, geez.
Yes, we be.
We are in draft month, people. And we're going to go through 1 through 16 today, keep it at a half an hour. That way, if we did all 32, it would take forever. But the first pick's an easy one anyways. Las Vegas.
Yep. Just get it over with.
Yeah, it's Fernando Mendoza. There's no doubt.
Next pick.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt on this one. They're not going to trade him. That's the pick. Raiders. One thing we'll talk real quick though. The Raiders do have a lot of needs. We'll agree with that, right? I mean, they need receiver.
They do, but
I mean,
let's get to the next pick because this one doesn't matter. It's over. Let the draft begin.
The New York Jets are on the clock at number 2.
Begins.
It begins. Me and you actually took the same guy here.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
We both took David Bailey.
You didn't take Bailey.
Yes, I do. I have the stars. We took.
No,
both
you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Okay, you did.
All right.
See, once I don't have my list, you lied to me.
No, we
you
got.
changed your picks.
I got him right here. We both got David Bailey. We took him. I actually going into the mock parts of it. I thought Ruben Bain. I had Ruben Bain on my mind with the Jets here, but I think Bailey has proven himself to be the more dominant guy. Jets are
I don't
another
know if
one.
it's dominant. I think it's the style of defense. Jets are going to play more of a 3-4 compared to a 4-3. Bailey has more effect in a 3-4 than Bain does in a 3-4. That was my reasoning behind it.
And with the Jets, they're another team: offensive line, wide receiver, edge rusher. They get the chance to get a potential game-changing edge rusher at number 2. We both have Bailey there, going to the Jets at number 2. Number 3. Let's get the team up here. Let's see where the heck is the
Arizona.
Yeah, I know who it is. I just can't find it on the here we go. Arizona, the number 3 team. This is where our first change here. I took the big tackle from Miami, Malaga. Arizona, another team that has a multiple platitude of needs. This is where you took Arval Reese, who is a big up and comer on the boards as well. He's a guy that's been rising heavily.
They can go either way. I mean, do you want the best defensive player left on the board, or do you want to take possibly the best O lineman on the board? That's the thing why I differ. I don't know if he is, but I think Reese is definitely a beast on D. So take the big guy. The O line's deep. Take another guy in the second round. But that's only me.
That's all right. That's where the changes come. I like Moega. I mean, the other thing with Arizona, we're seeing why these teams are all picking the top 3. I mean, Arizona just got a ton of needs as well. I mean, you can tell these are legit bad teams here at the top of the draft. I think we could pretty much agree with that. These teams are all a mess. Tennessee at 4. This is where I took Arval Reese. I think Tennessee could get their get something on the defensive side of the ball.
And this is where I went 4-3 defense.
And Bain. You went Ruben Bain. You went Ruben Bain from Miami. I like Bain. I'm actually shocked when I was doing this that Bain lasts as long as he does on my board, because I was a big Bain fan all throughout the year. You start watching videos of other guys and that. I mean, Arval Reese, just the pure size and speed. The speed especially is what it's so hard to keep him off your board in the top 5. So there we go with Tennessee. Before we get moving on with number 5, don't forget, guys, this is draft month, so 22 days until the draft, April 23rd. Lucky's Bar and Grill, $20 tickets, free pizza. We got beer specials. I believe the wings are on sale that night too. It's a wing night. The doors open at 6:30. You got swag bag. As soon as you walk in, you get a bag. I'm not saying you get your $20 back, but you get a T-shirt, a towel, a koozie, a bag. You're not paying much for that. Then you're gonna get we got 50-50 raffles. We're gonna have door prizes. We have baskets, Chinese auctions, autographed helmets, autographed jerseys. I promise you, if you don't want to be around 700,000 smelly people, come to Lucky's and be around 75 smelly people. It's a lot better. 75 is better than 700,000. And when the party's over, you're going to be able to get home. You're not going to have to pay $250 for an Uber or be the 10th car online to get, take the trolley back to the station, because it's going to be a nutcase time diner. So get a chance to get out to Lucky's Bar and Grill. Snyder will be there. I'll be there. We'll be talking about the draft picks. Have a couple guys talking about different sports. Snyder, I might even have your favorite, the Riverhounds representative there, talk about
who are they?
Soccer team. Don't even start, Snyder.
Who are they? I never heard of them.
You heard of them. You make fun of me all the time. But that would be
well, that's nothing to do with Riverhounds.
Yeah, well, that's true. All right, we got the here's a good one here. The number 5 pick, the New York Giants, Schneid's. We both went the same guy here, and it's amazing how many Ohio State guys we could just keep talking about. And Sonny Styles. I mean, we talked about Reese already. We talked about Bain. We talked about Bailey, all edge. But I mean, this guy could be years down the road, the best defensive player to come out of this draft? Is there a potential that can happen?
I look at it as it's a possibility for oh Jesus Christ, the head coach. Come on, head coach for Giants. Help me.
Giants, you got me on the spot, man. I got all these draft guys
I know
in my
from
head.
the Ravens to the Giants. Well, it could be his next
Harbaugh.
It could
John
be his next
Harbaugh.
Roquan Smith for the next 10 years.
John Harbaugh, yeah, you're right.
And that's why I look at that. I think he's going to take, if he can get a stud guy there with the ability that kid has, take him.
Nah, John Harbaugh, and Harbaugh has a way of bringing in some great defensive play. I know it was Newsom, whoever, but I mean, he's been a part of knowing how to bring in pieces on the defense and making it work. So I agree with that. I think Sonny Styles is a great pick for the Giants, who started turning. You have to admit they started turning around a little bit on offense last year with Jackson Dart. I'm not saying he's the real deal, but I mean the guy showed he has some moxie. They might have their quarterback of the future in New York already. So it's a step up for them. Let's go. We always gotta love doing this pick. I mean, if you're top 10, you're talking about Cleveland being somewhere around the Cleveland Browns. We go different on this. I go local kid Carnell Tate from the Ohio State University. Give them a receiver. You go with Monroe Freeling, the tackle from Georgia, who has literally went from being probably a second to third round pick to a first round pick in the last 2 months.
Yep.
I mean,
he flew up that board.
He did flow up that board. So not a bad pick either way. I think again, the problem with taking a receiver, I'm looking at it now, is who's going to throw him the ball is basically who. And Carnell Tate's really
they got Stewart.
You got 8 guys. Oh, he is a Pro Bowler. You're right. You got 8 guys. 8 guys that can throw the ball, actually. Snyder, by the way, how was that salami sandwich hitter?
You also have Deshaun. Don't forget Deshaun, baby.
Yeah, he may come back. You never know, man. If he's the best one of them all, they got to try to win some games here somewhere. But Snyder, how was your salami sandwich the other day?
Outstanding.
Telling you, man, like I work there. They're great members, great family members. They have great food, man. I'm telling you, this is the reason I'm never gonna get ever hit a goal weight again, because when you talk about Jewish rye might be the best bread in the world. I'm not even exaggerating. Schneider, you can back me up on that.
Yeah,
it's one of the best.
A Reuben or a ham? Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh, man! I mean, the way they had the what's that called again? The rye seeds in there, just whatever they're perfect.
Caraway.
It's perfect. Yeah, the caraway, perfect seeds. But Saloni's, you go to a Giant Eagle, go to a Shop and Save, go to a Walmart, wherever you're at, buy some Saloni's. It's a Pittsburgh original, man. It's one of the best advertisers I can get, because like I said, Pittsburgh is Turner's Iced Tea, it's Saloni's, it's Permani's, and by the way, Permani's bread is Saloni's, just so you know that, if you didn't know that out there. Saloni's is responsible for all the sandwiches at Permani's, the sandwiches and the hoagies. So we go from Cleveland now to a team. This is the first team that has some talent. You have to admit they got some pieces. Put it that way. I think Jaden Daniels did take a step back last year, but do you?
He was hurt.
Yeah,
most of the year.
I mean, I do believe in the kid, though. I think the kid showed enough his rookie year. I think he's
in the right offense. He has to be in the right offense.
We go different here too. We're gonna go different here for like 4 picks in a row.
Oh yes, we are.
We get a lot of like here. Yeah, it's a big different one. I take Reuben Bain here. You take Jeremiah Love, which I can't go wrong with that. I mean, we're getting two. No matter what, here we're getting 2 top 10 picks. You had Bain going earlier. I have Love going here in a couple of picks. Jeremiah Love would make Jaden Daniels' life a lot easier, wouldn't he?
Oh, defenses are going to be scared to death. Who are you going to take out of the backfield? You're taking Daniels, or you're taking Love. Plus, you got TM going down the sideline.
Yeah, I mean that. Like I said, they have some pieces in place, and that would be just another. That would be a great piece of the puzzle for the Commanders. Don't say the Redskins
last that long. That's the other question. He may not be there.
Well, I'm actually hearing Giants at 5 now that I'm thinking about it. I
Well,
mean,
I'm
the
hearing
Giants.
Tennessee a ton.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A lot of people think that, man. You get Cam Ward, that running back, but a lot of people then you hear other experts say he's not. They're not ready for that running back yet. They gotta.
Well, I agree with
They
that
gotta.
100%.
They gotta build up around that and everything. So either way, I think we got Washington there getting 2, either offensively or defensively.
The
Number
eights.
8, the New Orleans Saints. We got the same position here. Different player. I already have Tate off the board. You have Tate going here. I have Mekhi Lemon out of USC, the second receiver on my board, going to the Saints. Either way we look at this, Saints could be. And Snyder, tell me if I'm wrong on this. Could the Saints be on paper the worst team in the NFL?
No.
One of the top 2 or 3.
Yes, they're in that. They're in the conversation.
Who are they starting a quarterback this year?
Well, they're talking Shock, however you pronounce the name.
So they're actually giving them a chance. They're giving a kid a chance that they don't know what they're going to get out of them, and you don't know. I mean, they could win 1 game, they could win 2 games. I like. We're both giving them a weapon. I think Lemon's got a little bit more. Even though I already have Tate off the board myself, I think Lemon has a little bit more high end, the speed and that. But I think Tate's a better. He's just a guy that's going to get you the quality 80, 90 catch, good see. He's a solid receiver that's going to maybe not beat you deep, but he's going to be a guy that gets you to 80, 90 catches. So I have no problem with either of these picks here.
Plenty fast.
Oh, I get it, but he's not a blow him off the top kind of guy though.
But you don't need that.
Yeah, I get it.
What's Nakua?
Yeah, but he's also a big bruising guy that hits you and becomes a.
No, but he's also like a 4'6", 4'7" receiver.
He may not play next year.
You don't have to be fast. You just got to be good.
What's his situation right now? He's in a little.
Well, that's a different conversation for a different day.
Yeah, it is. So we got the New Orleans Saints each getting a receiver. You can't go wrong either way we go there. So we're about halfway through our first round mock as we do 16 picks today. We'll give you the final 16. And by the way, get on sportsbible.com. You'll see I'm going through each team. You're going to see the signings, the departures, their 3 biggest needs, and then who that I have. It's the guy that I've been doing the picks that I have right now. So if you get on there right now, you'll see all the picks up until number 20, Dallas. You'll see all my picks that I've made per team. It's pretty nice though. You can go in there and see the team's signings, departures, 3 biggest needs. The reason why I took the guy, a little brief summary of why I think the guy might help. Snyder, at this point though, let's talk real quick. 1 through 8. Which one of these 8 teams, if you had to put money, if God said right now, here's $1,000, you got to bet on one of these teams. What's the team that you think's most likely to trade out of the top 8?
One, 2, 3, 5. Who's 6?
Cleveland.
Them.
I was thinking Cleveland, or I was honestly thinking Tennessee for the reason you sort of said before. Maybe they do want a running back, but maybe they want to grab a couple picks later on down the road. Maybe they can get like a price in the 2nd or 3rd round, get that extra pick. I think Tennessee's a team that could use it. I think New Orleans is a team we just told.
That's why I was just going to say another team right there. It could be them. They do.
Yeah, if the Saints can compile a couple more 2nds and 3rds in there, and that would be.
Hey, yep. So you don't get Tate, you can still get Lemon or Tyson or one of these other guys.
I agree.
So I think
if I had the money, I had to put it on one. I would go Saints. Now we're talking about it. I think we sort of talked ourselves into it with the. They have a lot of needs. They don't have a lot of start. I mean, Kamara might not even be back, right? I mean, they have a whole different.
No, they have Kamara. But if you would ask this question 1 pick later, I would have given you a different answer.
Oh, that makes sense. And let's go to them right now. A team that it's been a long time since they've picked this high. The Kansas City Chiefs at number 9. We go different. This is where you take the tackle from Miami, Maega. I take Jeremiah Love here. I've been saying this since 3 months before the season right after the season ended, I saw the draft order. I'm like, man, get Mahomes love. I don't think now that you're hearing things, I don't think he lasts till. I think he'd have trouble lasting till 7, like you said before. But I have love. You have the tackle, which they do need, and I do agree with you. The Chiefs aren't that far off. Where if they can grab a couple picks, second, get a couple 2s and 3s and whatever. I mean,
I think
that's it.
should.
I
The only
agree
guy I
with you.
think if Love was there, I think they should take him. I just don't think he's going to be there.
I don't think he is now at this point either. I think I really I think a team will make a trade up. I think one of these teams we talked about may make a trade
KC
up.
could be one who does it. They got another first in there.
That's what I mean. They traded their cornerback McDuffie, so they got some picks in that first round. But we go different there. This is where we go on a big, long streak where when we were at your house and we were going over these picks, we started like getting amazed at how many times we go in a row. This is one of my picks too, Snyder. I'm going to start this one off, number 10, Cincinnati. This is one of my picks that I feel so comfortable about that I would lay some money down on this. I think Caleb Downs makes a ton of sense. I mean, they need their defense is rough. Their secondary is rough. But I think Downs at this point in the draft is a very good high-end safety player, and we both have him going here, and I think it makes total sense.
So does pretty much every other mock drafter in the world.
Yeah, I would say this pick
about 8 out of 10 times.
I would say besides Mendoza, this is the most common pick. Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah.
So
you see him there everywhere.
I think there's maybe another one coming up here at 14, but we'll talk about that when we get there. I think it's another one that's close to being the same in a lot of mock drafts. Not as much as this though. Caleb Downs of Cincy. I like that little connection of Ohio State with the Ohio teams. I've done that twice now. I did it with Downs here in Cincy, and I did it with Tate in Cleveland. I know it doesn't really mean much, but I always tend to I tend to shy that way a little bit. With that number 11, here's a team, man. They went from, I'm not saying they were a good team, but they had some pieces that a couple years ago you thought maybe this team had potential with Tua and Tyreek Hill and Waddle. I mean, not a bad sounding offense, but they basically blew it. You want to talk about blowing it up out of the water? They blew it up in Miami.
Fell apart.
We both have and they need all kinds of help on offense, especially the receiver. But we have him taking Mansour Delane, the cornerback from LSU. He's like a 1A, 1B cornerback in this draft. Do you agree? Him and McCoy, it depends on what you listen to.
I think Delane's the surefire right now after his pro day, running a 4.35.
Mm-hmm.
I think you just slot him. I don't think he's going to be there for Miami at this point.
And
I think he moves up.
And with McCoy having the it's still coming off an ACL injury. I know he looks good right now, but he still don't trust. It's still a hard thing to trust, especially that high in the draft. But we both have Mansour Delane going to Miami at number 12. We stick with the cornerbacks, and we just talk about 1A, 1B right now. Yes. And there it is.
McCoy.
Jermon McCoy out of Tennessee. And this guy, if he doesn't get hurt last year, in 2025, he literally I think he runs away with. There's not even a talk of the cornerbacks right now. I mean, he was playing that well in Tennessee.
Oh, he would have been a top 10 guy for sure. It's just a matter of where. But
yeah, we got him going to Dallas, a team that needs secondary help big. And they have a chance to get one of the top 2 cornerbacks in the draft. So we both agreed with this. We continue agreeing, and this is the one where you were sort of shocked.
Weird one. I did not expect this one.
The Rams. The Rams are a team, and they picked 13th. They're not really that far off. I mean, these other teams we're talking about, they have pieces in place. You talked about Puka. We know he could be in trouble now, though. They have talent. Running back, they got Stafford who could lead a team. And we're giving him another weapon at tight end with Kenyon Sadiq out of Oregon. Big tight end. He's a guy that can stretch the field, Schneider. He can line up. He's probably not going to line up as a normal tight end. He's going to line up.
He's not really a tight end at all.
Mm-hmm.
But they line him up for that position. And he's the athletic part of him is what makes him good. Fast. He can't block worth a crap, but
Nah, he's a guy that can bust the seams of a defense, and you go right down the middle.
Oh
You got
yeah,
a guy like Stafford that could just
there's
pinpoint
not
the
many.
ball.
There's not many safeties who run 4.3 40s,
That's true.
and that's what he's doing. So
Here's the pick at 14, Snyder. We both agreed on it, and I believe, like I said, if I was going to do a parlay on this draft, I was going to pick Mendoza, Downs, and Vega. I'm going to call him Vega because we don't know. It's just Vega Ione. Vega Ione out of Penn State at 14 going to Baltimore. It makes so much sense. They
yep,
get a
I'm not arguing a bit.
I mean, they get a big guy to put, they lost their center this offseason too, which
They've lost some shit on their O line. They need to improve
yeah,
it some.
and you
With
get to start right in
how
the
they
middle.
want to run their O, they need to improve that O line.
And they can
Ain't no
start
doubt.
from the middle. They're a team that improves from the middle up because they got a guy like Derrick Henry who just runs straight through the middle. So I mean, that's a great place to be. Get your guard, he's the best guard in this draft. There's not even a
Oh, a lot of people
hesitation on
say he's
that.
the best O lineman in the draft.
I could agree with that. I mean, the tackles right now are I'm not gonna say they're a dime a dozen, but there's not really you're seeing
It's a good group. It's a good group of tackles,
there's
but
not
there's
one to
not
stand
one
out.
anyone just stands out among them.
I agree, and that's so you're basically this guy guard. You're getting the number one player in the draft. We stick the same with the last two picks of our mock here too. 15 Tampa Bay.
What did we take?
We took Keldrick Falk out of LSU, the edge rusher. Tampa Bay was a sort of a strange team this tonight, huh? They're another team. They sort of remind you of the Rams were they could have made a run in the playoffs and it wouldn't have shocked you. You know what I mean? They were a team that they got in the playoffs and made a run. You wouldn't have been totally shocked, right?
Shocked, no, but I don't expect them to really go anywhere. I think they're limited on what they can do. But they have a good roster with a lot of playmakers. Now they've lost a couple of them guys now, so that's going to change.
Yeah, Mike Evans going. That was a strange. That was a wake up call for everybody.
Levante David retired. I mean, you just never know.
And we have him. I have him on the site as edge, cornerback, linebacker. They're basically looking for defense. So, any way they go in this draft, I think we both made this the safest pick because at that point in the draft, I think the two best corners are off the board. I don't think there's any linebacker at this point in the draft that you'd feel comfortable taking after Sonny Styles is already off the board. So I think Falk makes total sense here at 15 for Tampa Bay. And then we get the first team that gets to show their face twice in the draft. The New York Jets at 16. We both have it. We both have this is your second receiver. This is my third. And we both have Jordan Tyson, wide receiver, Arizona State. Jets have the Jets need a little bit of everything. Let's not get that wrong. I mean, Garrett Wilson, he's gone, right? Or no, he's there. He's there. Oh, he's there. You got Garrett Wilson. Not getting the guys mixed up. You got Garrett Wilson.
Freaking Gino. How's that make you feel?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Hey, he must beat you in the playoffs. No, I'm just playing.
That's similar. I guess something different.
I know, but no, I get what you're saying. The Jets are not one of them teams that just don't know what they're
Plus
they're doing.
Wasn't Tyson the one that didn't even go through his workout because he got pulled a hammy again or something?
I believe so. And the other thing,
yeah, I think he's not even gonna. I think he's gonna drop. That would be one I'd change already.
Is that a chance? Is there a chance that could be a Ty Simpson pick with their second pick of the first round?
Oh, it could be. Very possible.
So that would be the
coming
first.
Up on the point where a couple teams like the Steelers and a few others are looking at a quarterback. This may be a spot where someone says, "Hey, I got to move up ahead of the Jets to make sure I get this guy if they really want him."
Yeah, I think the Jets would be
a team that would look.
I think it's the first Ty Simpson.
But it could be.
Yeah, I think this would be the first Ty Simpson watch of the draft where all these other teams we just talked about, Dallas, Miami has too many needs. I don't think they take Ty Simpson at 11. I think that's way too high. I think that's a little too high.
Oh, I don't either. But yeah, there's other teams that can jump up in front. Cleveland, Cleveland could jump up.
Yeah, I mean, you have teams that could do it, man. There's no doubt about it, and it depends on what people are thinking about Ty Simpson. I know the weird thing is I'm not going to give away our picks in the second half, but one of us have two quarterbacks in the first round. One of us have one. So we haven't got sucked into that. There's going to be 3-4 quarterbacks like we do in past years. It's not going to happen this year, right? Yeah, you took them. You already mentioned the team too. You already mentioned the team. Hey, let's see what we got here. Jets suck like Penn State. Oh, that's Terry Walker. I see UCLA guy. What do you guys say to the UCLA guy?
What does UCLA have to have anything to talk about?
But the Jets are one of them teams, man. Jets, Cleveland. The NFL isn't the NFL if you don't have these teams that lose every year. It almost feels like that way. It's like a crazy phenomenon right now. It's going on. And the 21st century in the NFL is like the Jets, the Browns. You're almost guaranteed to. You can almost name the 3-4 bad teams year in and year out, and it's a strange thing in the salary cap era, but it's happened. So Snyder, we do our first 16. We were the same on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We were the same on 10 of the first 16, which that means that
Really?
we're going to be 10 of 16.
Wow.
Little foreshadow is we'll be different to start off the second half of this show, and next week when we do the 17 through 32. And then once again, get on sportsbible.com. Check it out. The Steelers is the next team I'm doing, as I did Dallas today to pick 20. So I'll be doing pick 21. I'll show you the Steelers, their signings, their departures, their three biggest needs, who I have them going with, which
a head coach.
They already went with a head coach.
Well, it still doesn't mean it's not a need.
It's always going to be a need. How about an owner? Let's just go with owner. How about that?
Well, that would be a good one too.
You're hearing about the whatever that was, the players pool where the Steelers.
You've heard that for the past how many years?
Yeah, they perform poorly supposedly. What do you say? Had to wake up your partner. He wasn't sleeping. He's putting. What's up with this? Terry and Snyder? We might have to get you on a show together to talk about the trials and tribulations of the UCLA Penn State huge Big Ten matchup every year.
Hey,
oh wait, there is.
Wow. What's his life?
All right, Terry. Thank you, guys out there watching. We need some more people talking next week. Though, come on, 17 through 32. Don't forget the party. The party is what it's all about. We're going to be at the Lucky's Bar and Grill Thursday, April 23rd, 7:00. Doors open 6:30. I'll be there all day. Have a table set up. We'll have like a little podcasting set up. We'll be talking on the mics with the speaker. Talking about the draft picks.
Seating?
We sit at the table, man. We sit at the
VIP seating. Wow.
Yeah, so we go up there. Swag bags. You got food. You got a chance to win door prizes. You got VIP seating. You got you can pay at the door for $10. You don't get the swag bag. You don't get the VIP. You don't get the deals, but you still come in if you want to put some money down on a helmet. Do what you got to do. But $20 will get you everything. Swag bag. You'll get the wherever you want to sit. The VIP. You'll get the beer specials, the pizza special, everything is going on. Pizza coming out, and it'll be a great night. So come on out. You want to get them tickets bought because I don't know how fast they haven't went fast yet. They're getting there though, and these last 30 tickets might go super fast. And once they're out, they're out. So
there's limited volume, right? There's only X amount of people allowed in.
Yeah, 75 people is all we're doing, and so get your tickets now. Get yourself safely into the show. And once again, the proudness, Saloni's, thank you guys. Saloni's bread. I'm telling you right now, and I can honestly say I've never been a big bread guy my whole life. I've always been more of like the give me some chicken, give me some potatoes. But I'll tell you what, I'm thinking differently now. Get yourself Jewish fry, put turkey, cheese, mayo on it with a pickle, and I'm telling you what, it's the best sandwich you ever eat.
He wants a little chicken fried.
It isn't, man. Just go out there and get some Saloni's, man. Get out there and get yourself some Saloni's bread. If you're not from Pittsburgh, I feel bad for y'all. If you want, I'll buy you. If you pay for the shipping, I'll buy you a loaf and send it out to you. But I'm telling you, if you eat it, you'll be like, wow, it's a whole different thing. It's made with no preservatives, which is crazy. Snyder, since he's my buddy, I get him what I can. Snyder, I'm going out Friday after work to Spoonwood. There's 2 new beers. So if you want some dinner rolls or something special for Easter, let me know.
I may be seeing you on Friday then.
Let me know.
Depending on the work schedule.
But pick 1 through 16 is done. Thank you guys for watching. Get on Sports 5. We can check this podcast out down the road. Snyder, see you next week. If I don't see you Friday, if I don't, which I'm sure I will, but if I don't, happy Easter to everybody out there. Take care, and thank you for listening.